Hey everyone, this is Icy Rose right here. Just letting you know a big update. I wanted to thank Kenny Dog for actually giving me the LinkedIn information for a man named Dan O'Quinn. He happened to be the creator of the puppets from Peppermint Park. I was lucky enough to just get off an interview with him. Unfortunately, no, I did not record the interview, but I will tell you everything we spoke about. First off, I asked him if he had any of the actual cassettes of the tapes. He has volumes 1, 2, and 3. He told me as well, by the way, that he was the creator of the puppets, and we had a nice conversation. He also worked for 2K, he did stuff for PAX, and he's also worked for Hanna-Barbera. So I would definitely make sure to check him out. I'll leave his website below if anybody would like to know about him or anything. Now, on to the interview. We spoke about the history of Peppermint Park, by the way. He was familiar with John Horton and John Alardi. He told me John Horton was actually a really nice guy, and they worked very well together. And he actually was the one to, originally he was creating puppets, right? And what happened was when he was creating the puppets, he was actually at a conference with John Alardi and John Horton. And what happened was they told him that they wanted him to change the puppet a little bit. So what he did was he added the coloring of the eyes, and he added the pupil and everything, and they said it was perfect. So I got to speak to him about that, and I gotta say, by the way, he's a very nice guy. I also asked him actually if he would be willing to recreate the Ernie puppet, because I think most of us have always found that character to be very interesting. So I did ask for a possible commission for Ernie. Now, I don't know how much it's going to cost yet, so we'll definitely look into it. Outside of that, what else? Sorry, I don't even have a script or anything, so I'm just going along in my head. Outside of that, we also got the chance to talk about his time on Peppermint Park. He told me that he's familiar with the first 3 volumes, and the Christian series that Ernie was apparently in, he has no recollection of that ever existing. So I think it's safe to assume that the website that spoke about Candle Cove and everything is pretty safe to be debunked. Sorry, Sebastian. We have still no evidence of Volume 6, but I can tell you that the title of the series is called Discover Feelings. So I did find it through a video database that there's a trademark from Kenny Dog as well. He told me that the trademark is available and it's called Discover Feelings Volume 6. So I called a company that claimed to have owned it at one point. They didn't know. So, now we're kind of back at square one. So I messaged every person I ordered the tapes from, including ones I didn't buy from yet. And I said, do you happen to have any other Peppermint Park tapes? Because if we find Volume 6, I believe it's the only other one. I'm starting to think that the ones from Romantic Bro, the Witch and the Pumpkin, I really don't think they are part of the Peppermint Park series. I should have asked Dan O'Quinn about that. I'm sorry, I didn't get the chance to. I should have asked. I'm looking at the characters. They don't really seem to match the rest of the Peppermint Park characters, as different as each one looks and as unique as each one looks. I don't know. That's something I will definitely inquire about. But there is a Volume 6. There's no trademark for anything past Volume 6. So if we get Volume 6 and it says tune in next time on Peppermint Park, we know that there's something else there. We'll have to keep our fingers crossed. And if everyone who's watching this, please do me a favor. Go out, try to look up anything about Peppermint Park Volume 6. I'm willing to buy it for us. Lastly, going back to the actual title of the video that I had an interview with Danny O'Quinn, I got to speak to him in regards of his history as well. He's actually been working for 42 years in not only in puppetry but in animatronics and everything. He did sculpts for things like Borderlands at PAX, and I have to say, he has a very interesting back history. He actually asked me why I wanted the Ernie character made. And I mentioned to him because, well, as we all know, Ernie has become the most iconic character of the series with his Letter M song. I would love to see that recreated, in my opinion. I would definitely love to see it recreated. Let's see. I'm going off my head here. I'm not even having a script, like I said. What else was there? He's still in California, by the way. Uh, he said he hasn't spoken to John Horton since the ending of the series when he was no longer affiliated with it. Um, he spoke to me about John Alardi, and I did ask him about anything he knew about John Horton. The only thing he knows is that he said he was working for like a pirate themed restaurant, that he was planning on creating it, but it never like went into effect. Hello, Candle Cove. But I do believe that whatchamacallit, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Skip that part. Um, what I was gonna say was I do believe that Danny O'Quinn has made a huge impact on the characters of puppetry because he worked on many different series. For example, my girlfriend loves a series called Kid Songs when she was little. Turns out he created the Biggles, who are these two characters who are kind of like they're like a red and pink looking like cat looking things or mice looking things. He created those. And I have to say, he's made a huge impact, and I think we all owe him a thank you. So I'm going to put his link in the description for his website. I would definitely just email him just to thank him for what he's done. I'm making sure to as well. And I'll be sure to try to get a commission for Ernie the puppet from Peppermint Park. If it's not too expensive, because he was telling me, I asked him, I said, so how much would it cost? He's looking into a couple of thousands. I'm like, ooh, I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to afford that, but you know what? Maybe, just maybe, it would be worth it. I'll look into it. Anyway, this is Icy Rose Raid, just letting you know that I got to speak with Dan O'Quinn, and we're still on the hunt for Volume 6. I do have one more request from everybody. Dan O'Quinn did not have any information on John Horton. I kind of provided some information for him, but he hasn't spoken to him since the ceasing of the production of the show. So what we should do, I believe, is we should really focus our energy on finding out any information on John Horton. Kenny Dog, you have been a huge, huge help. I have to thank you. It's Lazy Town. Thank you again for finding Volume 1. It's Lazy Town. I'll definitely be talking to you about anything you want to do for your next video. I do have some ideas for lost media that you could use. If you want, feel free to message me. Also, by the way, guys, I am going to leave any information because I know we have many dedicated people here who would probably want to talk to me. My Skype description is on the bottom. I left my Skype description, and if you want to speak with me about anything Peppermint Park related, we could talk there. All right, this is Icy Rose Raid signing out. Bye.